Do you ever want to know why Texas barbecue turkey breasts are always juicy and full of flavor? Well, guys, I'm going to share those tips with you today. I'm going to show you how I cook this barbecue turkey breast so that it turns out good every time and you can impress your friends and your family. So come in here close and let me show you how to get this done. This turkey breast is just almost 5 pounds. Went down to H-E-B and picked it up. It is a boneless one, and sometimes I cook it with the skin on. Not doing that today, guys. That skin will help protect it from getting crusty on the top, just the skin. But today I'm going to spritz it a little bit, do a few different things to take care of that top so it doesn't crust up on us. But as you can see it, this is almost 5 pounds. If you wanted to, you could probably take that little piece off, but I don't think we're going to worry about it. It looks pretty darn good, and I'm going to start off with a binder. I always like a binder on my turkey. And just like on my chicken, my binder of choice is mustard. And usually for me, it's French's because that's what's in the house. This little piece here, you gotta be careful so it doesn't burn. We'll probably tuck that under whenever we cook this thing in a little while. But mustard on, looks good. We are gonna do that Texas style. That's what we like. Now, you may be wanting to know, hey, why didn't I brine this? Why didn't I inject this? Most turkey breasts that you buy from the store are you'll see them, they'll say enhanced with saltwater brine, salt added. So this has already been brined. So if you brine, even if it's an injected brine, this has been brined. So if you put it in a brine, you got a chance of making this meat mushy. Like I said, we're gonna go pepper. So I got an SPG that we're gonna put on it. This is Cosmos. I like it real well. And it's got nice, large cracked pepper in it. Along with it, it's not just salt, pepper, garlic, guys. It's a few other things too. But we're gonna get it on here well. And if you don't think that's quite enough pepper for your liking, just add a little pepper to it. A little 16 mesh would be great. And the next thing I'm gonna add is Dirty Bird. So we're gonna come back on top, and this is just gonna add a second layer of flavors. If you watch many of my videos, you've seen me talk about layering flavors and how to do that. We're gonna come in here, get this baby ready to go. Bottom side's done. Let's flip it over. We're gonna do the same thing to the top. I've already kind of got my sides so that I don't mess up the top once I get it. This is our presentation. We want it to look nice. So we're gonna do this with it right there, and then Dirty Bird. This is gonna add beautiful color and beautiful flavor to this bird. Now what I'm gonna do is let this sweat out. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna go check my fire when it's had time to sweat out. A little moisture get up in that rub. We're gonna get it on that pit. I want the pit to be 250 to 275. I am cooking it on an offset Lone Star grills today. We're using oak and we're using mesquite, so we got classic Texas going. But let's get over there and we'll check the pit and we'll see if we can get this on there. The pit is about 260 degrees, so it's ready to go. Nothing wrong with the temperatures at all. Turkey breast is sweated out, and if you want to look and see, guys, you can't even see the smoke coming out of that pit. We have clear blue smoke. A perfect temperature, perfectly ran pit. This Lone Star Grills, I tell you what, it does a great job of running efficiently. But we're gonna get the turkey on there. I'll bring you in here close. Y'all can see where I put it and kind of how I curl that turkey breast up so that we don't have this thin end overcooking. We're gonna put this kind of in the center of that rack. And again, I'm gonna tuck that side under. So we'll lay that side first. Then this side, it is right in the middle. You didn't know that temp gauges doubled as hot pads for opening and closing your pit, did you? Anyways, it's in there. I'm gonna go about 30, 45 minutes before I check it. We're gonna let it go. Then we're gonna look and see if we think we need to spritz. So let's close her up. See y'all in 45 minutes. Guys, I have a nice little coal bed going there. That is a split of oak, post oak going, and a log of mesquite on there. So that's what we're burning with today. We are about an hour and a half in. Time to spritz again. And this moisture is going to help that smoke stick to that turkey breast. I want my top of my turkey breast to be moist. So I'm just going to go ahead and spritz it one last time before it goes in my wrap. And then we're going to get it out and get it on the wrap. It's almost ready. It's going to be wrapped about 10 minutes, maybe 15. We're going to take it up to about that 160 degrees, but let's get it off of here. There you go. Look at that. Can you see it there? Okay. It is beautiful. I'm going to lay it right on top of some butter pats. Guys, these gloves are awesome. I've got great big hands, but I'll let you pull your glove off. I am going to go with some butter up on top. And then I'm going to take some cherry habanero barbecue glaze. And I'm going to go ahead and glaze it now. It's going to add flavor in this wrap. We're just going to put a little moisture in there. If you wanted to add broth, chicken broth would be fine. Now we are going to wrap it back. Oh, about dropped it again. Okay, our turkey breast is ready to... There we go. Back on there, up to 160. Then we're going to pull it. Let's go right there, close it up. See y'all in about 10 minutes. Just going to take some of my butter and my glaze. Brush that back up on top. Let this sit here a few more minutes, and then we will get it off. Close it up, take just a little bit longer. Our breast is at 160. We're going to get it off and let it rest. It will carry over cook to our 165, but it's going to keep us moist. And you don't want to lose your butter in your broth, so be careful. Right there. Let's let it rest. Let's see if we can get this sliced up and see if I cooked it right or not. Let's look. It's looking good. I don't think we dried it out. Let's take a slice off. Look at that, guys. It is glistening. It's got moisture in it. Was not injected, was not brined. It already had a saltwater injection in it. So let's check this. Look at that. Look at this. Tender, moist. Get a couple more slices off here, and then we are going to give it a sample and tell you what we think about it. Folks, if you'll pull these at 160 degrees, maybe 158, they are gonna carry over cook. This really shows. See where we tucked under that tail? You can really see it in that piece there. But that helps it cook a whole lot more evenly. This side is nice and moist also. And one thing that's always good to do, look here, pulls apart. Save that, right? That's the good stuff. It's got your glaze in it, it's got your butter in it, and it's got your juice out of your turkey in it. Let me tell you, good Texas barbecue. The SPG, nice pepper amount, doesn't overpower the turkey. Dirty Bird, always good. Chicken, turkey, whatever you want to pair it with. Heck, I use it on ribs. It's great on there too. But A very, very good turkey breast. Texas style, oak and mesquite wood. One thing to always remember is when you're cooking barbecue, that is patience. If you are not patient, you're gonna have a hard time cooking great barbecue. This type of barbecue is legendary. Texas is all about smoke, meat, simplicity, and plenty of patience. So make sure you do that. This is Chef Johnny's Texas Barbecue. Appreciate you being here, and we're gonna see y'all down the road. So long, everybody.